This guy is sadly not playing, nor is this guy or this guy.
That's probably a good thing, though.
Very. But Marquette is playing tonight for the Big East Basketball Championship against their nemesis all season long, the number 1 seeded UConn Huskies. I am Jay, otherwise known as Daddy.
I am Anthony, and it is a great night to be a fan of the Big East and really college basketball in general.
By far.
But we're talking about the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, hosting another top 10 matchup.
Yes.
We started on Wednesday with 11 teams, 10 games to go. And now it's 2 teams, and only 1 team can get that Big East trophy.
Granted, both teams are definitely making the NCAA tournament. Both teams are probably going to be, at worst, a 3rd seed at worst, probably 2 and 1 seeds.
Yeah.
But this is a battle, number 1 for pride, number 2 for a championship, number 3 for Marquette. It's a battle to prove they can beat this level of team, even without Tyler Kolek, their superstar, all-American caliber guard.
Yeah, who will be back for the NCAA tournament.
Yes.
Almost guaranteed. He could have been he said to Shaka Smart, how about I play tomorrow? He's ready to play. He just has not been cleared by the doctors and trainers for the blue and gold. The comment section is already...
Add your comments. Your comments, wherever they are. That way, whatever it is.
It's alive and well.
Yes.
Jackson Johnson saying, what's up, Sorgi Story and Golden Eagle Nation? We are Marquette.
You're awesome, Jackson. Thank you.
What's up, Jackson? And, before... Joey, what's up? And
a favorite Mountaineer besides Mommy upstairs.
Yes. Jackson also will be joining us tomorrow night.
2 streams in 24 hours or less.
So we'll have Jackson, we will have Will Indy, American Football Network, and the Football Expert all joining us 5:55 Eastern, talking about the NCAA tournament bracket reveal. Before we get to when they actually release the bracket, I have my bracket.
Okay. And we have a little time.
Yeah, we have a little bit of time to talk over it. That we can go over quickly tomorrow. So tune in for that show. But tonight, it's gonna be a battle we've seen. As I said,
that New York skyline.
Yep. As I said on Instagram this morning, yesterday, UConn survived the Red Storm of St. John's, and Marquette, the Golden Eagles, soaring to victory over Providence.
He's already beat to be a newspaper headline writer. He's already set for that. John Jansen.
What's up, John?
Hey.
So it should be. I think it's going to be a really good game tonight. I don't think we're going to see one team dominate. We saw in the last matchup in Milwaukee a close win by UConn. Marquette could have won that game if UConn didn't. I mean, if they don't let UConn take that momentum with a couple minutes left, Marquette, we're talking about being a 2 seed in this tournament. And, I mean, still probably with the same championship game. But, yeah.
And, John, that's not a seed. That's their ranking.
Yeah, the ranking of, actual...
The actual AP top 25.
Marquette's going to be a 2 seed guaranteed. Maybe I don't think a 1 seed. I don't think there's a path to getting to a 1 seed, even if they win this game.
They could drop to a 3, maybe, depending upon how the committee sees them and their overall performance. If they get blown out, maybe a 3.
Yeah, I don't see them.
Most likely a 2.
I don't see them getting blown out, though. I think it's going to be close.
Most likely
I think this goes down to the wire.
Got the national anthem coming up.
Yup. I'm just wondering what color Marquette is wearing tonight.
They're wearing navy. I know. They should be wearing either championship blue.
Yes,
they should be wearing that with gold as the second choice.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a major recording artist. Or maybe not. Oh yeah. I've heard of Anna Negron. Let's give space for the anthem here. Big voice for a Big East big game.
Let's play some basketball.
Let's do this.
Let's
tip it off.
Can we go ahead and I guess we can go ahead and get into Marquette's starting lineup for tonight.
Sure.
At point guard, Chase Ross, the sophomore out of Plano, Texas. Then at shooting guard, you've got number 1. The guy who has dominated this Big East tournament for Marquette. My player of the game in the first 2 games for Marquette, K1 bucket fan Cam Jones. At small forward, Wilson High School, Reading PA's
yes.
Stevie Mitchell. And then at power forward, out of Brookfield, Wisconsin, the hometown kid, David Joplin. And at center, out of Chandler, Arizona, so we get Ara.
Right now, the lights are blue, mostly inside Madison Square Garden as they introduce this Marquette squad.
Yeah. And off the bench for Marquette, you're going to see a lot of Ben Gold, Trey Norman, Zayd Lowry.
The hug given by Tyler Kolek, who is not in action tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah. But, yeah, so we're going to see there's Chase Ross.
Are they in Navy or are they in black?
They're in Navy.
That's Navy.
So they're not black. They
still looks cool, but
yeah, it does. I'm not going to complain about Navy, but it could be a lot better.
It could be the championship blue.
It could be. And there is Stevie Mitchell.
He's like, don't touch my arm. Don't touch my arm.
My Big East player of the year. Or not Big East player, excuse me, Big East defensive player of the year. That's what I meant. Yes. I think the best defender in the conference. And there he is. This guy is Marquette's point guard.
He's a forward, but he's a point guard tonight.
Yeah, he really plays that center role, but when Tyler Kolek's not playing, he is the point guard, brings up the ball, does all the point guard things. There's David Joplin, the corner 3 specialist.
Yes. And by the way, the anthem that you heard is the second anthem we have heard at a game today.
Yes, that's right.
If you go back and check our shorts here on our YouTube page, you will see where we and this jersey and that hat were today with a bit of a matching color scheme to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we saw a college football stadium today.
Yeah, we did.
So go check that out in our shorts.
Very, very fun. And John saying, yeah, to be clear, these are the national rankings, the 2 and the 10. I'm not going to put a Big East tournament ranking because that's irrelevant.
It's only relevant in the sense of the Big East tournament.
Yeah, Fox does it, but like ESPN,
yeah,
they will put the actual ranking of the team. I personally like that. There's the man who got yelled at by Dan Hurley for trash talking the Marquette fans in Milwaukee, Cam Spencer, as Dan Hurley time and time again repeats the same message. Mm-hmm. Marquette fans are too classy to trash talk.
He has absolutely repeated that phrase.
Yeah.
Often. And mad respect to Dan Hurley about that.
Yeah. I'll say UConn, their program, extremely classy.
Yeah.
And everything done the right way there. The amount of EGBs on that squad and on that bench is just incredible.
And for the rest of the free world who has no idea what an EGB is,
we're going to talk about it. Let's go ahead and look at our Marquette terms that we do every game to make sure that you know what we're talking about and we don't sound like crazy people to you.
Well, we're crazy people anyway, but
yeah, but you know, let's go ahead and go here. So, basketball terms: deflection goal for every game, 32 deflections. That's just hitting the ball defensively. Kill, 3 stops in a row. A skunk is 6 stops in a row, and a dead skunk 9 stops in a row. More fun ones. A domino is a player who performs actions that gives teammates a big boost and has just a great impact on the team. Kind of like the domino effect. Yeah. EGB, energy generating behavior. Then lost in the fight, doing everything possible to reach a goal while blocking out all the noise. Multiple efforts is putting 110% into everything. Win anyway, win no matter what. That's what Marquette has to do today without Tyler Kolek. And relationships, growth, victory, the program's 3 core values. And you will know the next 3 words. It is We Are Marquette.
By the way, the television crew tonight for the broadcast, both the studio crew, if you will, the live studio crew, and Gus Johnson, I think they're all trying to impersonate Walt Clyde Frazier, the great color commentator and former guard, the Hall of Fame guard for the New York Knicks, who wears some of the craziest and swankiest types of outfits, suits and sport coats and ties when he's doing games for MSG on Nick's broadcast. I feel like they're trying to dress crazy in tribute to him.
Maybe. I'm going to give one criticism to the Big East.
Okay.
All of the teams are wearing team name Energy shirts for the Big East tournament. I don't love it. I think that they should be able to do their own thing.
I agree with that. I wonder if there's some sort of branded thing going on, either with the conference, or are those both Nike schools?
It's a conference thing. I think we are both. Well, we're Jordan, but still.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if it's a Nike thing or if it's a.
Not every team.
Oh yeah, they're showing the highlight of when Stevie Mitchell got banged and bruised at his left shoulder. He's playing despite it.
Yeah, because he's Stevie. He's a dog. And the Marquette fans, Thunder! Thunder! ACDC Thunderstruck.
We don't have the sound up in the here in the palatial Sorgi Stories studios. We don't have the sound up, so I don't know if they're actually playing that song. I wouldn't be shocked if they are.
I think I can kind of hear it. I think they are. Yeah. I can barely hear it, but we have it on like very low volume.
Yeah.
So again, Marquette starting five: Mitchell, Ross, Iguodaro, Joplin, and who am I missing? Jones.
Jones. You mentioned Joplin. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. And then for UConn, it's Spencer, Caravan, Newton, and whoever else, Klingon, and whoever else is in the lineup. I forget the last.
Spencer being the loudmouth.
Yes. But UConn, an absolutely incredible team, the defending national champions.
Yep.
Marquette, the defending Big East tournament champions. UConn already having won this year's regular season. The Sunday before the last Sunday of the season. Marquette for the first time taking the road bench.
And they win the tip.
Yeah, so we see Dr. Lovell on the other side compared to...
Is he wearing the yellow jacket this time?
No, he's got gray jacket with a navy blue tie.
Okay.
Marquette with the ball here.
Prime time!
What's up, Prime Time?
Hey, thank you for stopping in.
Ross drives.
Nope.
No good.
No rebounders there to grab it.
That's one thing Marquette has struggled with this season. And same with Wojo. Like, they just don't rebound well enough. Something that needs to be emphasized more.
They push steals, deflections, havoc
Dunks.
In ball possession more. They don't stress rebounding.
Yeah.
And that's because of the type of players that they need to try and cause defensive havoc like that.
And that is a steal. Cam Jones brings the ball up there. And here we go. Marquette trying to get the offense moving.
You need more ball movement. You need more cutters than they currently have right now.
And that's what they're doing. A little floater. Got it.
Jump shot. That works.
We see that little floating shot all the time for Iguodaro. He, in his possibly last season at Marquette, probably. Same for Tyler Kolek. They have that extra year of eligibility. Don't know if they'll use it. UConn with the ball now. 18:30 to go.
Now, this is, we'll get on this later, actually. Okay, good, fundamental
down to
defense
5
right now.
Not much time for UConn.
Yeah.
And they are out of time. Great defense by Marquette.
Defense.
Great possession defensively for the blue and gold.
Yeah, they're going to have to front the UConn's big men sometimes.
Yup.
Just because they have such a huge height advantage.
Yeah. And
it's like UConn has just as much court discipline, works just as hard as Marquette does, and they've got more height.
Yeah.
That's Marquette's problem.
I think that...
No, look.
Would you agree that these are the two best teams in the conference without a doubt?
Easily.
Like, Creighton puts up an argument. Mitchell tries to draw contact. Can't.
Yeah. Don't shoot that unless you're like literally one on the 30-second clock.
Spencer for 3. Joplin rebounds. Both teams struggling on the offensive glass early.
This is a high-effort, low-output first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. Ross up to Iguodaro, and that's going to be Huskies ball after it's just kind of a wild pass there.
Yeah, that's high-effort, low execution.
Yeah.
Except for that little shot.
Yup. So, for you in here. Good to have you all. Make sure to drop a
Yeah.
comment if you have not yet. Here we go. Huskies have it 17-23 left.
Well, you realize it's been a long week.
I feel it. So,
Shock of the championship blue shirt,
gotta love it.
which we appreciate.
And
Another
that's going to be a
steal.
deflection and a steal for the Golden Eagles here.
If they can't score, they can't win.
Exactly. And Jones is going to drive, and that's going to be Marquette ball. That's Stephon Castle there, who knocked it out. He's another great player for the Huskies. We have, I mean, what I was going to say with the two best teams is just also, I mean, these are going to be the two best teams next year. And they're going to be, just
Very possibly.
they have the two best returning squads, I think. They both lose key players. Joplin can't make it.
Suffocating defense by UConn.
Yeah,
They're
two best
all
defensive
over.
teams in the conference, too.
I mean, this is just if you want offensive basketball, it's ugly.
Exactly. And
Ugly.
Clinging can't, or Caravan there can't get into the ball.
To quote John Facenda, the great voice of NFL films and former Philadelphia TV and radio newscaster, a tale of two outstanding defenses, different in design,
Jones can't get it to fall.
but equal in effect.
Man.
Anytime I can quote John Facenda, use it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Caravan. Or no, that was Castle. He gets it to Klingon.
Oh!
No good. Rebound.
UConn couldn't hit the backside of a barn with a scattergun.
Yeah.
10 yards away tonight.
Jones, Iguodala,
At least so far.
Trying to get in Jones a shot here. Marquette's best scorer. He puts one up. And no good again. And Coach Hurley is fired up.
Yeah, he's angry.
Here we go. Almost 5 minutes through. Klingon.
Oh!
You found their point.
A no-footer!
And now Marquette looking to maybe get a two-possession lead here.
It's like the lid on the UConn basket is like guarded by Fort Knox.
3 from Joplin.
In and
Cannot
out.
fall.
Oh,
Next stoppage of play
ugly.
will be a full media timeout. Ben Gold looks to sub in here.
Ugly and unlucky for both teams, except Marquette's up 2-zip.
Yeah. And now UConn looks to get a shot. A
Long
three.
distance three.
No good. Rebound Cam Jones.
Oh!
And the
Are we at dead skunk level yet?
I think we're at a skunk.
At least at a skunk.
No, because it said 0 for 6 from the field. So
Right. But also possessions, not just missed shots.
yeah, that is true.
But possessions.
I think we're at 8 maybe. I think now we're at 8 because I think we've had 2 turnovers.
Okay.
And that's going to be out, and it's going to be whose ball? We don't know. Oh, I think, did they call possession?
I think it was off UConn, but I could be wrong.
Okay, let's see. Oh, it's media timeout. So
We're almost in dead skunk territory.
one stop away. Let's check that. Just can I use your phone for a second?
Sure. But if it's here, let me get the code. But if it's in New York, is it dead skunk or is it dead rat? Oh, the rat problems are bigger here in Philadelphia than they are in New York. I'll tell you that.
Okay, let's check ESPN here.
Love
NCAA
it.
men's
2-zip Marquette lead.
Also, number 7 Iowa State up 19-13 on number 1 UConn.
And credit to the Wisconsin Badgers
yes
for beating Purdue today. You now have had 3 teams from the state of Wisconsin making tournament finals in their conference tourneys.
John, tell Jim B we says hi. Tell Jim B we
Jim
says
B.
hi. Jim B, great Lions fan,
Yes.
Grossi mod. Let's see. Okay, so full play-by-play. I'm going to count all of our stops here. We have 1, 2,
Mhm.
3, 4,
5,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a dead skunk, folks.
Marquette has pulled a dead skunk against the number 2 team in America.
Dead skunk. Dead skunk.
Skunk, dead skunk, dead skunk, dead skunk, dead skunk. I love it.
I'm going to put it in the
That-
chat.
We have to isolate that. That's got to be a YouTube short.
Dead skunk means 9 straight stops.
Marquette has stopped UConn from scoring on 9 consecutive possessions.
Yeah, so
That, in the language of Coach Shaka Smart, is a dead skunk.
she seemed kind of concerned there.
Yes.
I will be right back. You keep laughing the night away.
There is a tradition, by the way, at Marquette about really strange terms. Go back to Al McGuire. Of course, he would use the phrase seashells and balloons whenever something wonderful was going on. He would call his bench his scrambled eggs. So this is absolutely, tying into the tradition of Marquette basketball to use the dead skunk line. And yes, again, happy Hodag. Number one, thank you for popping in and joining us today. And number two, if you didn't catch the very beginning, the explanation is if Marquette stops the opponent from scoring on 3 consecutive possessions, it is a skunk. The term is called the skunk. If they stop them on 9 consecutive possessions, it's a dead skunk. So right now, Connecticut literally stinks. So does Marquette in a lot of ways offensively. But again, if you can't score, you can't win. So I don't think it's going to last that long. But primetime travelers, thoughts about who wins the whole thing this year? Top 10 teams not faring very well so far this postseason. Only top 10 to win conference tournaments will be Big 12, Big East, and maybe UNC. Well, a top 10 team is going to win the Big East because both Marquette and UConn are in the top 10. But I never predict a champion until we see the full bracket because it all depends on matchups. The NCAA tournament is based on matchups. Who you're strong against, who you are weak against.
I was asked to share the stream link to the class group chat, so
yep.
I had to share it with the my class.
Excellent.
So we sent that to them.
Excellent.
And UConn
can't not the 10 straight possessions, a goose egg.
Let's go.
So if it's 12 straight possessions, it's a dead wrap?
No. We don't get Lance Allen asked Shaka Smart that, and he said there's nothing past 9.
There's nothing. We need to create something. Just for the Sorgi Stories audience was created. Especially with it being New York, we should say 12 possessions is a dead wrap.
Sure. Okay, here we go. Oso trying to get Marquette.
Double pick.
Yep, 9 in the chat. What's up, everybody?
Awesome.
I have, John. Great start to the series in Switzerland.
Top of the key pick. Now they're playing too much one-on-one game trying to make Cam Jones do all the work. He misses. You've got to get more cutters to the basket. Yep. The stand-around type of offensive game doesn't work, Shaka. You got to do better.
Open
three.
No good. Rebound UConn now. Tristan Newton is going to drive into Diasa. And
there goes the rat. There
2-2.
Goes 10 consecutive.
11.
Stephen and Andy.
First True North.
Okay.
I think you did. I think you missed True North's comment there.
Oh.
Despite disliking college sports, I will like the stream. Go Pack Go.
Thank you.
Stephen Andy, hello, Jay and Anthony. I don't know. I don't know crap about the game, but just popping in to say quick hi.
Be very glad that you missed the last 5 minutes where we were discussing dead animals and their connection to Marquette's defense.
Yes.
But
I will very quickly explain once again with our graphic. Where is it?
There it is.
We were talking about dead skunks, which means 9 stops in a row. So
Marquette's defense had 10 consecutive stops.
Yep.
Of UConn's offense.
2-2 UConn ball. Spencer to inbound.
That may have been the worst first 7 minutes now of offensive basketball in the history of college basketball. Maybe. At least in the shot clock era. I mean, just bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen and Andy. Go check out their South Dakota vlog after this live webcast of the Big East Championship game.
That's what we're talking about. Is that's a dead skunk.
Yes.
So here we go. 2-2. blue and gold ball. Chase Ross will be the guy to get the offense moving here. So Johnson will sub out. And actually, that's Trey Norman, the freshman, to bring it into Mitchell. They get across midcourt. Mitchell fakes it to Ross, gets it to Iguodala, turnover. Clinging there with the
do better.
To Newton.
Wide open layup.
And
Ooh, missed.
Rebound Clinging.
Get
Rebound Marquette.
Marquette recovers.
Ben Gold there.
Never give it up on a defensive possession until the ball's back in the bucket.
Exactly.
That's how you
Yeah,
do it.
everyone's laughing here. Stevie, money.
Nice. Marquette back in the lead.
That's a
Stewie. Go check out Steven and Andy's channel. Subscribe to them. Great travel channel and even better people.
Yeah.
They stayed with us last year for a couple of days. Wonderful people.
See you later, prime time. Have a great night. Yeah, for sure. I would agree.
I hate saying this, but if you put next to each other pictures of Ben Gold and Beaker from the Muppets, there's a little bit of resemblance.
Too much. Donovan Clinging at the line. 12:01 left here. The sophomore. This guy's a sophomore.
And by the way, I'm not judging Ben Gold as a person or as a basketball player at all.
He's a great player.
There's just a resemblance.
He's going to be our starting center next year. Cam Jones in the game. Stevie Mitchell will hit the bench. 7 of you in here. Thank you for being with us. Clinging averaging 12 points, 7 rebounds, and we'll round up 2 assists so far this season, and he will tie it up with his 2 free throws. Marquette looking here to maybe open this game up and start to get the offense moving.
All right.
Jones into Iguodala, the floater, and
open.
it's no good.
Jumper not there.
Nothing is falling for either of these teams so far. And you could have called an offensive foul on Clinging there, but okay.
It's been 8.5 minutes almost, and we don't even have double digits combined in points in this game.
Yeah, I'm loving
That's
it.
just
The less points scored, the better chance Marquette has. So
truth.
Newton fakes out Ross, drives, Clinging, can't get a fall but a foul.
And by the way, speaking of, I'm loving it. Go find out if it's on YouTube or Instagram. Gus Johnson ordering food at McDonald's. I'm loving it. I want a big mac and cheese. Fries on the side.
Just shut up. I apologize, everyone. I really do. I apologize.
It's the coffee.
I know you have too much coffee. Way too much
With
coffee.
extra special sauce.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
The extra special sauce. Oh, Justin Fields has just been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Not a shock.
Great game.
Quarterback rotation.
News, folks.
Quarterback rotation. Somebody saying hi.
Hi.
Hey. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for joining us.
Good. How are you? Having a great evening so far, considering that Marquette's tied with UConn. Can't get much better than that.
Yeah, it can with Marquette taking the lead and winning. But
yeah.
By the way, this is one of 2 Marquette basketball championship games tonight.
Is the other one on YouTube?
The other one is on the WKOW TV website because they do the streaming.
Okay.
For the WIAA, the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association, High School Boys Basketball State Championships. Marquette High, my high school alma mater, is playing Heartland Arrowhead for the title.
We'll go Marquette High then.
Go Marquette High, go Jesuits.
Yep.
The brother school to your next school next year.
AMDG, go Prep.
You got it. St. Joe's Prep.
Yep.
Philly.
Good to hear.
If you could not go to Marquette High, it's probably as good of a secondary option as we could possibly think of.
Yeah.
And in many ways, even better. Even better. Uh-oh. I have to tell my college friends to come join the live cast.
I think they should. I think everyone should join.
Yes.
Sean in the chat says, "Go Marquette! You ring out a Hoya with an MU rah rah this evening." As we see Freedom Tower.
Yes.
Yeah. Illini against the Badgers. That should be a great game in Minnesota.
It's almost sacrilege that they're playing the game in Minnesota.
And it should be in Chicago.
Or even better, Miller Park in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking neutral site-wise.
Right.
Chicago's an equal distance.
Yes. Very true.
So, I would agree. I have to agree with DeCourcy there. Those are the best 4 teams in the country. UNC, UConn, Houston, and Purdue, the projected 4 teams to be heading to the 1 spots in this tournament. We're seeing Coach Hurley, incredible coach, incredible culture, incredible everything at UConn. Have to give him so much credit.
Always.
Milwaukee should be hosting the Big Ten tournament.
At Miller Park particularly.
Yes.
You'll get big crowds there.
Big East women's tournament.
Not that Fiserv's bad, but
yeah, I really want them to play in. Like, if they play in Indy, I feel like they should play in Indy every year. That's how it should be, because that is the basketball capital of the world.
That drone is like scary.
Yeah, it is a great game so far. It is a phenomenal game. They had it in DC. They had the Big Ten tournament in New York and DC.
1 year they had it in New York and DC.
Like together?
No, separate years.
Gotcha. As we see,
and that was a mistake.
We see Bobby Hurley behind.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Chris Altruda.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yes, Chris Altruda. Thank you, my Marquette television cohort.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a great angle. I just wish it wasn't moving around like that. I love the I love the high angle there.
Very Fox-like as well. Hook shot, beauty.
That's a Marquette lead.
Hook shot and a beauty. 6-5.
Let's go.
Marquette with the lead. Let's see.
Arch Madness. Yes, if it moves slower, I agree with that. It should move slower.
Agreed. Chris, by the way, give us a link for who you're writing for now and who you're working with. This is an old pal of mine from Marquette.
Awesome.
Oh,
and
another
steal. Chase Ross there getting
another steal.
Yeah, Drake, your classic March Madness Cinderella story this season. And that's a steal on the
right back.
That's how this game has been so far, and UConn leads.
Yeah. They've scored 13 points in 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Yep. Now we're getting into a one-on-one game instead of... Okay, well, I'll go to the line. Okay.
We saw the same thing against UConn and Milwaukee.
Yes.
Marquette competed. But yeah, Arch Madness is absolutely incredible.
I think it would be too small to play the thing at the Trans World Dome or whatever the heck they call it, the Edward Jones Dome or whatever it is this moment. Its corporate name.
The Dome in America Center.
Yeah. It's too small of an event, but otherwise I'd love to see
Cam
it.
Jones, but rebound.
Get to it. There you go.
Trey Norman saves it.
Oh, he got away with travel.
To Ross. Norman wants the 3, doesn't take it.
Okay.
Let's go, so.
Get cutters to the bat. I mean, they're like mugging the cutters. They're not letting the cutters even get into the lane.
And Hurley won an offensive foul, didn't get it.
Man.
I kind of get why he wanted the offensive foul, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the oblique injury just too much for Tyler Kolek there. So I'm excited to see him back for the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
Yeah, they play it. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Indiana State, I think they're not safely in.
Yeah.
They're not. Indiana State is not safely in, but they're in. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
That's okay. The shot's cut off. Rebound. All right.
Rebound, Cam Jones.
There you go.
7-6 UConn leads.
Reset things. Take it easy going down the court this time. Reset.
Yup.
And actually get cutters going to the basket instead
Jones
of
for
making
three,
Jones do all the
and
work.
that's
Oh,
money.
that worked.
I didn't think that was going in, but that had it had the curve of a soccer ball there.
Yeah.
So, love to see that.
David Beckham hitting the three.
Shaka Smart with the floor slaps.
Ah, yes.
The couch slap instead. So here we go. Marquette on defense here. Cam Spencer with the ball. And that's going to be no offensive foul there. Okay, whatever. Klingon tries to put it in. And 4 times the charm. And he gets the foul. I mean, Chase Ross got assaulted. And they didn't call it.
Let's see this.
I mean, Chase Ross got demolished. And there wasn't, I don't get it. These refs have been great all Big East tournament. And so far, they're not calling any offensive fouls on either end.
Let's see. Was he really fouled there? No.
Shouldn't have been a foul.
Sometimes if you just make it look like you were hit, they'll give you the call.
Rebound UConn after the missed free throw. 9-9.
That's a problem.
And he's just going to lob it up to Klingon, but Marquette fights for it and gets it. Lost in the fight.
They've had 135 deflections in the first 12 minutes.
Exactly. Cam Jones. 3
Money!
For Zay Lowry, the freshman, getting in on the action. Marquette leads by 3. 7:50 to go in the first half. A quick-moving first half, it feels like.
Shaka, get off the court.
Hands up. That's
get off the court, Shaka.
If a coach can almost run into a ref, Shaka Smart can be on the court.
Yeah, a coach almost ran into a ref in a game yesterday. And
2 days ago.
2 days ago, and it was not called.
Neptune during overtime against Marquette. Let's give our guys credit for that overtime win.
Yes.
That was a hard-fought win, and then yesterday soaring to victory over the Friars of Providence.
And kudos to Providence, though, for having the brown jerseys. Like the Friar.
The Friar.
The Friar hoodie.
They should wear their jerseys with hoods.
Yeah.
They should have hoods on their jerseys.
Nice.
They shouldn't have a basketball uniform. It should just be the Friar.
I had the old James Jones Packers hoodie back in 2015. Or have the Jordan logo with the dude in the cassock with the hoodie going. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Go Longhorns. No, we don't support the
Longhorns. He specifically wanted to leave Texas to come to Marquette. When you want to leave one of the highest grossing athletic programs monetarily in the country to come to Marquette, there are problems.
Yeah, and there were problems at Texas.
Big problems at Texas.
Yeah.
And I think that there were a lot of problems that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
But if it was one that I would guess could have been, I think there was a bit of a racist culture when the whole Eyes of Texas Are Upon You song, that became a controversy at the time, that Shaka was leaving. Yeah. And I could see why, considering his background, he would take that step.
Yeah.
He would take that step.
Exactly.
That's the other thing.
Yeah. He said he wanted to be at a basketball school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's his home state.
Yup.
Now, the longer Greg Gard stays at Wisconsin, the less of a chance that UW is going to try and entice Shaka back to his hometown of Madison.
Yeah, but it seems like he wants to be at a basketball first school.
Yes.
He's made that clear time and time again. And, yeah. I'm going to go get some water.
This is a situation where Shaka could stay there as long as he wants.
Hopefully.
And they're going to pay him top dollar salaries to keep him. They recognize how valuable he is. Someday, we are going to get inside that arena, the great Madison Square Garden. Someday, we're catching a game there. Now, we're saving the cash for some baseball trips, which is why we did not go to this game at the Garden itself. But there's that like sickening camera again. But I also noticed that on secondary markets, tickets for this championship game were cheaper than for the Marquette St. John's regular season game at the Garden, which I find absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And by the way, where was the A10 this year? Is that meant to be Chris? Is that meant to be any sort of rhetorical question, or is that legitimate in terms of where they held the tournament? Let me look it up. A10 tournament. The A10 tournament, or the hashtag A10MBB tournaments, as it's called. Let's see. Oh, it's at the Barclays Center, Brooklyn. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of different A10 teams in Philly, so it makes sense for it to be held here. And yes, baseball. We were just at a college baseball game today. You can see a sort of a spin-off from that where we had a chance to visit a college football field while we were there. Go check it out on our YouTube shorts. 3-ball, side, pocket, no good. Tie ball game at 12. UConn now with the ball. A little behind the back dribble action, and he's not keeping control of it. Marquette's defense has been what saved them today because they are like getting suffocated otherwise. Two outstanding defensive basketball teams. 5 to shoot. UConn's got to get something off, and they got a wide open 3-point attempt. Nope. Under 7 minutes left. Marquette with the ball on a 12-12 tie. This game has like been driving over a cobblestone street. It has been rough, bouncy, like no smoothness to it whatsoever. Foul call on UConn. Not a shooting foul. Man, it has been a fight. The kind of lost in the fight game that Shaka Smart loves, that this program loves. It's down in the dirt basketball. It's not dirty in terms of like being like playing not by the rules. But yeah, no good from Oso. Rebound at UConn.
I thought we were going to be losing when I got
Chris saying UConn's cross defensively between Syracuse's 2-3 zone. UNLV's 1-3-1 amoeba defense that was more man-to-manish than Tark let on. Yes, the great Jerry Tarkanian, former UNLV coach Marquette with a rebound, and they won the tie-up.
Yeah, I heard about SLU having a bad season, but yeah, we went to a great baseball game earlier. I mean, not great in score. There was like 18-6, but
yeah, they could have used the mercy rule.
Yeah. But here we go. So Marquette ball 6:15 left before we hit the half. There goes Chase Ross. Pass midcourt. UConn 0 for 7 from 3. That's why Marquette's still in this.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Jones into Iguodaro, and he just tipped it.
Bad tip attempt.
Trying to tip it to Ross. Outside. Didn't work.
And UConn with the steal.
And
Caravan, heck of a pass, but it does
rebound
nothing. Beautiful. Technically a steal, but yes.
Yeah. Cam Jones for 3. No good. Lowry fights for the rebound. Marquette fights for it. No. Cam Spencer gets it. Joplin, great effort there on the offensive glass. And they just leave. This is one thing they do.
That's why you cut to the bucket, because you get the layups and dunks.
Yeah. So Ross looks for a response, drives, and he gets the foul.
Oh, he got banged.
And he is just breathing.
And it's like Marquette sometimes gets into that fast break playground mode and sort of loses control.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. But Joplin with great effort there trying to recover the ball, but UConn was able to get it. And then you just can't leave
Dude, they just left it wide open.
That's something
like one guy guarding two.
And it's something that, and it's just something we do way too often. Chase Ross with the ball. But what is UConn doing? They're like chanting something and doing but I don't think that's going to distract. You got to scream. You can't just be like, do, 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 do. Chase Ross. Up, and it is no good. UConn leads by 1, 5:18 left.
Rebound and play some defense now.
Yep.
If you're having a hard amount of trouble shooting the ball, just play hard defense. Stop them.
Yep.
Give yourself more chances.
And the 3, no good. Rebound, Oso Bagadaro. He was able to box out Klingon there and get the big-time board.
Good defensive possession.
Marquette now looking for the lead as we are under 5 minutes.
Cut to the basket.
Ross goes, and no call?
No call. Looked like he got all ball, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's just a
great defense by Chase Ross. Flying from board to board.
High effort.
And there he comes zooming back. Looking like Sean Jones with his speed right now. Joplin, mid-range.
Nope.
No good.
Great tap out. Oh, didn't get it to his guy, though.
Good tap out. I mean, as I'm saying, great effort on the offensive glass. They're just not getting rebounds.
UConn shooting barely above 20%.
And
that'll increase that percentage after that shot.
3-point game now. UConn hopefully not pulling away here. But it felt like it, and it feels like inevitably it's going to happen. As the Husky faithful on their feet now. Marquette on that side of the floor. Oso with a floater, and it falls.
That was pretty.
16-15.
That was pretty. That'll shut up the UConn crowd for a second, at least.
And now the Marquette faithful on their feet.
Left
3
wide open.
And it's good. Newton there.
Wide open.
Was that Newton or Castle? Can't see.
Somebody in the wrong color jersey.
That's right.
Oh, man. Newton.
Yeah, I thought it was either him or Castle.
Play under control. Under control. Help each other out. Keep moving without the ball.
Mitchell drives, tries to work.
Great defense. 3, 2, 1. Get it up.
It is.
Oh.
Rebound.
Oh, great putback.
And that might be your second chance play of the game.
Ooh.
Again, multiple efforts. Marquette is, they're really taking that multiple efforts message to heart right now. Putting 110% into everything. It's Klingon. Gets it out to Castle. He's going to drive on Lowry. And that's going to be a
steal.
Another foul called. They're giving Klingon everything.
We need to see this replay.
Okay, we get it. Yeah, good. Yeah, we did a good job there, but I want to see what happened on the other end. But it's a media timeout.
Yeah, they don't have it racked up in time. We're probably not going to see the replay. But Klingon is big enough and strong enough. They can just grab the ball from somebody and not foul them.
Yep.
And rip the ball out of them.
But the thing is, Marquette, they're calling Marquette fouling for everything.
Yeah.
Some of which aren't fouls.
It's not easy.
But they're just calling everything for Klingon, which is very annoying.
This is dog basketball. Yeah. You love using the phrase dog.
Yeah, because that's what PJ Tucker said. We dogs more.
Yes. It is not the type that if you want to say, this is how beautiful basketball is.
Yeah.
Don't use that as an example.
It's not seamless basketball here.
No. It's high effort.
High intensity.
Yes.
And Marquette is more in this game. You didn't think this was going to be very close.
I did not.
And what are we seeing right now?
We are seeing two teams playing ridiculous effort basketball. That's keeping the game close.
Yeah. And, I think right now the key for Marquette is just be careful in the foul game.
Mm-hmm.
Down low, box out. And put your hands up to get them away.
Not just that, though, but it's needing to play smart as well as ridiculously hard.
Yeah. Yup.
Amen.
Team that screens off the ball better in the half court is set. Is going to win. Yeah.
Which means the team that's going to get more movement off the ball, which Marquette sometimes really struggles at.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This week of basketball is tiring me out. It really is. But, and I love to be in that arena.
Yeah.
Oh, what I dream of being at this game. And there's the only guy who's not wearing a ridiculous pattern on his sport coat or pants, Rob Stone.
Yup. Fresh fit as always.
Chris, do we have any word from our guy Ron as to whether he's lived through Wisconsin beating Purdue today? Nice.
And Sam is in the chat. What's up, Sam? Saying, watching from the incredible city of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
The great metropolis of Fond du Lac, the home of the dock spiders.
Yeah, on the southern shore of Lake Winnebago.
Yes.
As we're seeing Gus Johnson, Howard
Mm-hmm.
beating Delaware State and them becoming the MEAC champions.
He will mention that at least 15 more times in the broadcast.
Yep, always.
At least 15 times.
Trivia, where did Bill Raftery, not doing this game, go to college?
St. Peter's.
LaSalle.
LaSalle. Okay.
Yup.
Okay.
I thought that was interesting.
Nice. Oh, what? Ron was nice? Ron was complimentary? Okay. Marquette grad living in Madison. Good friend of ours. Good friend of ours.
So here we go. Klingen's at the line again.
He's just too tall, too strong, too good.
Yep. Because he just reaches over the short guys and just grabs the ball.
And Marquette plays a small lineup because their game is defensive havoc on the ball.
Yeah.
But that's where teams can outdo them.
Though he does loathe Hurley at an elite level.
I don't loathe him, though.
Yeah, I actually have a lot of respect for Dan Hurley.
Yeah, I mean, he was giving Marquette's program and its fans praise.
A lot.
Yes.
A lot of it.
Marquette down 21-17, 2.5 and change left.
And go by it.
No.
Oh, my gosh. He gets it and just throws it away.
Yeah, I think it was tipped out of his hand.
Okay, maybe it was. I don't know.
All right. Now we're getting in. It feels like even though we're in the first half, it's must stop possession.
Yeah, there we go.
Like that.
Joplin.
Take it coast to coast.
Take it there.
All right.
Just like the commercial says, I'll take you there. That's one of the new commercials, I think.
Oh, one of the 5,000 commercials that uses the Staples Singer song, I'll Take You There?
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
Here we go. 2-point game. 2 to go. Marquette looking for a big-time stop.
That's right. You are from New Jersey. The other side of Jersey. We're closer to the south side.
Great deflection by David Joplin.
South Jersey. And I know, of course, there's a war between the two sides.
Oso brings it up to Cam Jones. He's going to take a three.
Long distance.
Golden Eagles take the lead with 1:36 to go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And Shaka just locked down.
Whatever that means.
I think that's like lockdown on B.
I'm sure it's a signal for a certain type of defense.
And he said, hands up, guys.
But you're not really listening to too much.
No, and especially hands up here, yeah. Well, Iguodala put his hands up. Caravan dodges 2 defenders. Rebound, Iguodala.
When you stop a three-point shooter from shooting because he's got to dodge and reset, usually they miss. And then Oso misses.
Yup. So here we go. 56-55 now. Seconds to go.
Back and forth. Back and forth.
Spencer.
Double teamed.
And they're just,
that's what happens when you double team playing. Yep. UConn playing fundamental ball.
Yep. So now a 1-point lead. Cam Jones bringing it up, taking his time, not stressing out.
Get picks. That was just like you were saying, Chris. Half picks in the half-court sets.
Yep.
Whoever executes that better is going to win.
Jones
less me ball, more we ball, and that ball was deflected.
Jones saves it.
nearly the jersey.
Joplin
5, 4, 3.
from the
Shot
free
off!
throw line gets it. Marquette
Ooh, that's
leads
beautiful.
with 13.2 to go.
Locked down for 13 seconds, guys. And a timeout call by UConn.
Yep. No shock there.
All right. In the comments, your feelings on this. Should basketball coaches go back to wearing suits and ties, sport coats and ties, or are you cool with them wearing sort of like the athletic wear type of thing? Tell me.
They should go back to sport coats and tie, but Shaka Smart gets pass because he's so energetic. Like he ripped his pants one time. Like he literally ripped his pants.
Yeah, I think he has to wear sweatpants.
Well, or he wears khakis a lot.
Yeah, well, you can wear khakis and wear like a shirt and tie or sport coat and tie.
But he's wearing But I mean, I think his fit's fine, especially tonight. I love when he wears like the striped ones. I'm not a huge fan of it, but he's wearing the clean baby blue, which I like. At the half, I guess we can check in on the Big 12 tournament.
Yep.
See what's going on there.
That could affect
Kansas City.
Marquette's location
Very much
as when it comes to where they're going to be in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
As an expected 2 seed.
Yep. I think pretty safe 2 seed right now. I don't think there's.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we lose this, I don't really see a 2 seed.
If they lose a really competitive game,
easy 2 seed.
I don't think they drop in the overall 1 to 68 seeding.
Well, because remember that Iowa State is also going to drop. You also have to remember that. Should have one game where the coach is required to wear
the school color suit, a la Huggy Bear. God rest his career soul.
Yeah.
Vic Tube.
What's up, Vic Tube? Coming.
My favorite Georgia Bulldog.
I'm about to say Marquette, Georgia, on my birthday.
That excellent.
Going to be great this season. I cannot wait for or next season.
And we're not talking college football because Marquette football is undefeated since 1960. Yep.
So, last I checked, Georgia football was undefeated since the SEC championship game.
Right.
So yeah. Sorry, Vic.
Big stop.
I had to. Here we go.
Big stop here, Marquette. Let's go.
Let's go defense.
Let's go. And they're playing one-on-one ball, long 3. Okay.
Got it.
That's just a step back. Give him his props. Great shot.
Yeah, great shot.
UConn 26, Marquette 24 at the half.
I'm happy.
So far, I'm pretty well satisfied.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected this. I'm very hopeful.
Yeah.
For the second half. The question is, how good is each team going to be at second half adjustments? At adjustments in the halftime locker room.
I feel like Shaka Smart is like the best in the nation when it comes to that. Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, even after Tom Crean.
Which means drunk, obnoxious Georgia fans are not going to be very happy. No.
Let's check in on this Big 12 championship game.
Okay.
Let's flip on the little second TV in the Sorgi Story Studios that is really only turned on for college basketball when there are a lot of games, NFL for a lot of games, and college football. Doesn't get much use during the summer with MLB being the
only yes, the 4-minute wars.
Yep.
5 4-minute wars to come. Break the game down. Break the game down to each timeout, and then try and win the biggest of them at the end.
Yep.
Oh, what I've loved for Al McGuire to have been a coach with Marquette in the Big East on his home court, Madison Square Garden, where he would have held court over all the other coaches, all the refs. He would have owned him. I don't care if you get Rick Pitino coaching St. John's. McGuire would have owned him. I mean, I don't care if it's the national championship game and John Wooden is coaching UCLA. McGuire would have owned him. UCLA might have won the game. But in the coach versus coach battle, especially with the refs, McGuire would have owned him. And there's many a year back in the day where Marquette could have beaten UCLA in those Final Fours. The UCLA won all those years. You look at the 1971-72 teams, even maybe, probably not the 69 team, they would have not beaten Kareem. Nobody was beating Kareem. Iowa State.
Up 14
Ooh.
on number 1 Houston.
And that's number 1 in the country?
Yes, and Iowa State's number 7.
Which means you could see a pair of Big 12 teams getting number 1 seeds.
UNC would have to lose.
Possibly.
UNC would have to lose for that to happen. The NIT team would have been very competitive.
Yes, 1970. The team that had a little trouble, but eventually boat raced Julius Erving and UMass.
Dr. J went to UMass.
Dr. J went to UMass.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Good enough. UMass Amherst?
Yeah, that's the only basketball UMass team.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about the Minutemen.
Yeah. True North Packers fan. Is this game considered a war crime? If you count the shooting percentage, I think so.
Yeah, can we look at the stats so far? Can we take a look at the box score
Let me
here?
pull them up here.
And the team stats. Team stats are always good to look at.
All right, let's go back to it. Let's see. We got play-by-play box score.
Or team stats.
Team stats. Okay. I've got it right here. Marquette has a slightly better shooting percentage.
Yep.
32.3 to 30. They're shooting the lights out from 3 in comparison, 35.7%. They're just 18.2 for UConn. UConn's getting the line a lot more.
Yep.
8 attempts to 2. Marquette's out rebounding the much taller Huskies. Credit where credit is due.
And tied on the offensive glass.
Where you're seeing the disparity a little bit is points in the paint. UConn's got 4 more there. And the foul game. Yeah. Marquette has 6 committed. UConn has 4, but it is close.
And then let's look at this box score here. For the Golden Eagles, we have David Joplin with 4 points and 4 rebounds. Oso Iguodala, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Chase Ross with 1 point and 4 rebounds. Cam Jones with 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Stevie Mitchell with 2 points, and then Zayd Lowry with 5 points and a rebound. For UConn, it's Klingon with 10 points, 10 rebounds, already has a double-double, and 1 assist. Then you've got Newton, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Caravan, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Castle, 2 points, 1 rebound. Spencer, no points, 2 rebounds. That's what you get for trash talking Marquette at 5-4. Johnson with 4 points and a rebound, and Diarra with 2 points and 2 rebounds. So, yeah, that's been the game so far.
Nice. Chris Altrud is going to be giving us a little bit of story time here. The 90-91 team that Bobby Hurley Sr. coached at St. Anthony's, starting 5. Drum roll, please. This may be a while until he can actually type it, so we may not be able to keep it going. Okay, that's plenty. That's plenty. Oh, here we go. Bobby Hurley Jr., Terry DeHare, Roderick Rhodes, Jerry Walker, and Luther Wright. Oh my gosh, so many obscure, except for Bobby Hurley Jr., Big East basketball names. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the obscure guys, like the sort of the Paul Ott-Caruth or Ed Toolbox West kind of guys of college basketball.
As there are children dancing on the court.
in next year, it looks like.
Really?
Yeah, at least in Knicks colors. Boo James Dolan.
You can't say that. I'm not going to let us in the next year.
Oh, man. I don't think they're watching this. I think we're okay. Yeah, we made sure to avoid saying that when we went to an MSG-owned theater in the beginning of March. Mm-hmm. Someday, hopefully, when I actually have time to edit videos again, we'll tell that story. So we shall see.
And a stalemate in this Iowa State Houston game, still 40-26 with 15 to go.
They must have started watching the Big East championship game and started taking lessons.
Yeah. now that we are at the half, let's go ahead and mention in less than 24 hours, we will be live again for Selection Sunday.
Yeah, we are
With
right here in the same seat.
American Football Network, Jackson Johnson, Will Indy, and the football expert all joining us for that one.
That will be awesome. Chris discussing things with us a little more. The team came to his gym sophomore year 2 days after playing in an 18 tournament in Arkansas with 2 of the top 3 teams in the Super USA Today Top 25. Is that Arkansas of Nolan Richardson, 40 Minutes of Hell? Which, if Nolan Richardson had ever coached at Marquette, they probably would have renamed 40 Minutes of Purgatory.
Let's talk about here we go. Up 12-11 after the quarter, they switched to a 1-3-1 and held us to 1 point. Eventually won by 24.
So very similar to the first half of what we just saw today.
Speaking of high school,
yes.
let's talk about who we met today.
Yeah.
In Delaware. So
cool story.
So we met and we were leaving the stadium in like the, what was it, 5th, 6th inning?
Yeah.
And we're walking out and a guy sees us at Are Marquette here and he said, I'm a high school basketball coach. He said, and I spent a weekend down at VCU with Shaka Smart, and when we went to him to see if we could
Delaware Virginia Commonwealth University.
Yeah. If we could hang out, watch practice and everything for the weekend and, learn from him. He wasn't like sure. He was like, yeah, come on down. Went over like everything after the practices.
Wow.
And just, said that he was just a great guy, very welcoming. And I want to get to a Marquette practice. If we get the chance to get back to Milwaukee soon.
Yeah. Like during a Christmas break or something.
Yeah, I would absolutely. That's one of the exceptions to my I don't want to go to Wisconsin during winter rule.
Yes. Go for a Marquette game.
Go for a Marquette game, Packers game. That's about it.
Christmas.
Yeah.
A snowy Christmas.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. I prefer like 60 degrees during Christmas.
Yes.
That's much better.
Chris, with the discussion of the tournament name, the King Cotton Classic. How did that compare to the Greater Milwaukee Classic, which Marquette ran every year for probably a good 30 years?
Why did they stop it?
Just not enough interest, not enough capability to get quality teams.
Okay.
It would always be Marquette. It would be Wisconsin. And then 2 national names. Like one time they actually had a John Wooden championship team, UCLA, playing the Greater Milwaukee Classic. And they tore up Marquette. Left, right, and center. It was Al McGuire's first year.
So you're talking about college. He's talking about high school.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Good point. I need more caffeine. Anyway, another year, they had NBA legend Dave Cowens in Florida State, and the same year, Pete Maravich and LSU.
You're there.
And thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. Big time. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I was just reading the comment.
I know. But when you've got a tournament that has 4 teams, Marquette, Wisconsin, Pete Maravich, LSU, and Dave Cowens, Florida State.
Pistol Pete.
And the final is Marquette, Wisconsin. That tells you how good both those programs were.
Yeah.
If they're beating Pistol Pete and Dave Cowens.
Yeah.
That was a loaded tournament. But then people were like, we don't want to go to Milwaukee in December.
Oh, it's dark outside?
Yep.
I saw on the TV, I'm like, oh, it's dark outside. I didn't realize that.
It's 7:30 now.
I didn't even realize that either. I'm going to be honest. When I'm watching a basketball game, my sense of time is gone. Other than the 40 minutes on the clock. That's all I care about.
Oh, good.
48-26
and someone impersonating Chris Farley or Todd from the Bears Superfans. My goodness. Wisconsin hits a layup at the end of regulation, and then in overtime, gets it done in the final seconds.
Look at Purdue. Tries to get it to fall, and so close. Just like Cam Jones against Purdue earlier in the year.
My gosh. They slammed the Wisconsin name on the bracket like they were killing a bug on a wall.
Like Marquette's just very, nicely putting it down.
We're classy.
Saying, we don't care about this. We care,
yes.
but we're trying to go to Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's what we care about.
Exactly. That's why, like, on all my Instagram posts about Marquette, I'm always like 25 wins down, 7 to go.
Yeah, that's what I thought last night when we won. 7 to go.
So what year were you, Chris S., when we lost the First Bank Classic to a Dick Bennett coach UW Green Bay team and caused a panic? I don't think I was at Marquette at the time. I could be wrong. I think that was happening when I was in high school. So when I was right down the road at Marquette High, playing for the WIA Division I Men's Basketball Championship tonight against Heartland Arrowhead, by the way. 2 Marquette teams playing for titles.
Yup.
Sadly, I think St. Joe's Prep was eliminated. Yes, Chris, I was a senior at Marquette High that year. So I think we were like passing ships in the wind, but we still became friends.
SJP was knocked out by Wood.
In the
Yeah.
state tournament?
No.
Because that's different than the city
I
tournament.
was talking about the PCL. I don't know about state. I have no idea about state. Zero clue.
Okay.
I was talking about the PCL. I don't know anything about state.
I think what we have to find out is, does the PCL qualify you for state if you win it?
I think it does.
We'd have to look.
Because Wood is the only team I've seen that's in.
Okay.
But yeah, Archbishop Wood. Oh, but Roman B. Wood.
Right.
Oh yeah. That buzzer beater still like.
Yep. The buzzer beater's seen all over the country on ESPN.
Yup. And Salvador in the house saying, "Hi, my friends. What is up? Ring out of Hoya."
Always.
What does ring out of Hoya mean? Marquette Wire asked that question, and one student responded saying, "Got to ring out those Hoyas." But what does it mean to you?
Ring out of Hoya, the phrase itself is just a statement of calling for energy.
Yeah. Calling for EGBs.
Mm-hmm. Ring out of Hoya meeting. According to Marquette Wire.
That's the video that went with it.
Yes.
Was the one where the college kids said that you got to ring out those Hoyas.
There are various explanations to its history as to how the meeting developed. Let's see. In 1946, an article came out in the Marquette Tribune that said, "Ring out of Hoya" meant a victory chant. It was just a catchphrase that students and staff would say during games to pump up their teams and themselves in showing school spirit. The song couldn't even be played on the radio in the 1940s due to copyright restrictions. Another explanation behind the phrase is that it comes from the Greek word Hoya Saxa, which means
Which is what Georgetown says.
what rocks.
Yeah, that's what Georgetown says is Hoya Saxa. That's their phrase.
Yep.
Yeah, come Marquette. I've got my
Always.
Kolak 11 on.
Always.
He's not playing, but still. Kind of love Tyler Kolak. The question is, for my next basketball jersey, what are your thoughts? Which won't be immediately, but somewhere down the road. Do I get a Sixers jersey or a jersey of whoever Tyler Kolak plays for? Because that'd just be fun if I had just an obscure...
Well, I would always recommend the next basketball jersey that I'm going to get, which is the championship blue Butch Lee Marquette jersey from 1977.
How are you going to find that?
I'm just waiting for it to be released. Whenever it comes.
Well, then maybe you need to call up the Spirit Shop.
But my next basketball jersey that I think I'm going to buy is not going to be worn as clothing. I'm going to frame it. It's going to be the Dr. J Sixers. And I'm going to frame it with my Bob Lanier Bucks because of the fact that we grew up in Milwaukee. We live in Philly. So it's an honor to the NBA teams and their great rivalry back in the 80s.
Sounds like that means you're going to need a new Bucks jersey, and I think you should get a Giannis.
That makes 10,000% sense. If I do that, I want to get one of the blue ones.
That's fair.
Get the royal blue, the Azuri blue of Lake Michigan.
Yup.
Or getting close to second halftime, so you
Let's
may want to use the
go.
graphic. Less than a minute.
Go.
Best. Okay, comment section. Which is the best theme in basketball? The NBA and NBC theme that Fox stole?
Yes.
Or the CBS March Madness theme? Tell us.
To me, the CBS March Madness theme like means more because like it's so like it just has that like it's tournament time.
Yeah.
But as a theme in itself, if you switch them and said CBS is on Big East, like if you switch them, I'd say that the
NBA
Rock is better.
Yeah, NBA and NBC theme.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen, Chris.
I think it's the thing about the March Madness theme is what goes with it.
Happy Hodag.
That like it's not a great theme. It's a good theme, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's like it's March Madness time that makes it so great. And we're seeing Cam Spencer with a big
0.
Yup.
Now here's the big question. If ever, and I know that CBS and TBS have the tournament forever, but if NBC ever gets the tournament, do they use the March Madness theme, or do they use the NBA and NBC theme?
You're bringing back Round Ball Rock.
I think you have to.
Yeah.
I think you have to.
Yeah. John Thatch would like money, please.
Oh, he'll get money. He'll get money either way. Now, you see, there's no tie, but Dan Hurley wore the sport coat. That's class.
Are you saying Shaka Smart isn't a classy coach?
I'm not saying he's not a classy coach, but I think he doesn't dress classy.
I don't care.
He's a very classy human being.
Yeah. So here we go. 26-24.
Second half. Let's go, Marquette.
UConn starting off with the ball.
This
Huskies
is going to be
in
time
white.
with a lot of adjustments.
Yep. Huskies in white, Marquette in blue.
They're fronting the big dude. They're double fronting the big dude sometimes. They're triple teaming the big dude, which means ball rotation leaving shots open, but
Good board.
not made.
Yup.
Now it's in my head. Beautiful. Could be a lot worse than that.
Yup.
Oh. Drives,
Good
kickouts, ball movement, like it.
Joplin,
like 3-pointer, not
no
there.
good. Board from Newton there. 50-28 Iowa State leads.
Oh, beautiful missed pass.
Oh, sorry. I in my head we're still going that way, and I'm like, that's not a beautiful. But now I'm like, oh, that's good.
It's all right. I've done weirder.
Oh man.
It's all right. Schweppes, something that I've never had before in my life. They sponsor the Big East tournament.
Cam Jones.
Kick out.
Chase Ross.
You gotta move without the ball, guys. Gotta move without the ball.
Jones for 3.
There you go. Marquette
K1.
leads.
Bucket fam Cam Jones coming up big.
Or as they say in England, Marquette lead.
Oh, pause us. That's what I say is just pause us.
Yeah, pause us for just a few seconds and then we can line them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the live
Spencer,
Fox feed because we use an antenna for it. You count up 1.
And Iggy looks like he's in another dimension.
Air and layup. That's called great contesting by UConn.
UConn to the other end. Newton on Joplin. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Castle.
I mean, so many
Pulling
contested layups in this game. Defenses are all over.
That should be a call on Klingon. Did you see what he did there?
I missed it.
He did this. He just threw up his arms to like force contact.
Yep.
And they called it on Marquette.
He's extremely skilled
At doing that. He's just like
doing things that will get calls when there are no fouls.
Yeah. It's fraud call.
Yeah.
And Marquette is losing. I mean, we're losing by 1 because of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
We should have the lead. If you take away his free throws. But don't worry. Well, Iguodala just
had a shot blocked.
There. Oh, it was blocked. Okay.
Yeah.
It looked like it went off the backboard.
That's called big dude being tall.
Yeah. Newton, he wants a shot, didn't get it. Caravan. Spencer. Inside Klingon.
Yeah, you can't guard that. You can't guard height when you're 6 feet or 6 inches shorter. You can't guard height.
He's not 6 inches shorter. Iguodala 6'11".
But Iguodala wasn't guarding.
Oh yeah, he wasn't there until the end.
Right.
I see what you mean now. Wild pass. Ross
Saved.
saves it.
All right. Oh, he
And-
stepped on the line. He stepped on the line.
Salvador, it's going to be incredible.
Yes, but so is this week.
Yeah.
All right. Your comments. We did a video on this 2 years ago. I want your thoughts on this. Should the NCAA tournament expand?
No.
You say no.
No, because it's perfect. Perfect.
It's not
Coach
perfect.
K agrees with me, by the way. Coach K agrees.
I don't care. I say they can make one expansion, but not just in terms of expanding the number of teams, but expanding the way the teams can automatically qualify.
Oh, and Coach Hurley's mad, and I like it.
Ball out of bounds to Marquette.
That's my Dan Hurley impression. Come on. And then
Oh!
looking like a teacher mad at his kid. And Shaka's just like, Shaka's enjoying it.
You're going to detention!
That's terrifying. I'm glad
I
you're not
know.
my teacher.
I would never do that to you.
No good.
I'm just a good actor. Nice rebound. Fought forward goes back to Marquette.
I will say 80 is like.
Let me explain what it is.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
80 teams, but at an automatic bid for regular season champions. And if you win the double, both the regular season championship and the conference tournament in your conference, you get a guaranteed top 8 seed.
Yeah. So top 32.
Right.
Yeah. So here we go. Joplin drives on Caravan. Can he get it?
Oh,
yes, he can.
great
1
job
point
in the
game.
post. 30-29, UConn.
16:23 left in this one. 7 of you in here. 6 now. Thank you for watching the Big East Championship stream here. Castle out to Caravan. Quick 3, no good. Rebound Mitchell.
Excellent.
So Marquette with the ball, 16 to go.
Got us a better pick, guys. Come on. Got us a better picks. Got to continue with your picks. Otherwise, it's just meaningless ball movement. And meaningless movement without the ball.
And what
Help
is
each other, help
up?
each other, help each other. There you go.
So good, to quote Steve
Marquette at the
Helminger.
lead.
And
31. 2. Yeah. Thank you.
okay, here we go. 31-30 Marquette leads. 15:27 to go. Newton, and that's good for Castle.
Awesome.
This is a just hard fought, high effort, high intensity game.
I love it.
And that's going to be
A foul.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Excellent.
And the Marquette fans getting hyped up. Courtside there. And look at Joplin working that.
Toughness against a
I mean,
great defender.
He's one of the toughest guys on this floor right now. I'd say he might be the toughest. Since Tyler Kolak isn't there. Tyler Kolak's the toughest guy on our team. He's an absolute dog.
Yes.
So is he? Actually, no. Stevie Mitchell's a dog.
By far.
They're all dogs, but
Dogs.
especially Stevie Mitchell.
Now, I still say
The sound of a dog. Dog is a dog.
80 teams in the NCAA tournament and having the double has 2 advantages. One, it's the fact that you have a way to earn a spot in the tournament based on how you perform all season long.
I'm sure
makes the regular season more important. And number 2, it makes the conference tournaments even more important because you suddenly have a very flexible amount of bubble teams.
Yeah.
You could have between 16 and 48 teams on the bubble.
Yeah, Fields to the Stillers. Huh?
They need a quarterback.
So the Bears officially are drafting Caleb Williams.
Oh, we knew that.
We did? No one told me
We
that.
knew that.
Well, no, there was nothing like that said that they were. I didn't know.
The moment that Justin Fields went on the market, we knew they were grabbing Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but I didn't know Justin Fields was officially on the market.
Oh, yeah. He's been on the market for a while.
But yeah, so I'll say about your 80 plan.
Mm-hmm.
The one advantage I'll give it is that it's just enough to where the 80 teams
Mm-hmm.
are in it's just enough to where only the deserving teams are going to make it.
Yep.
96, you're talking about Xavier type teams who are 16 to 15.
Yeah.
In my opinion, after your conference tourney, you should have to have 18 wins to make it. If you don't have 18 wins, you don't deserve to be there.
Totally fair.
Like with the exception of like teams who won their conference tournament, like
Yeah.
Wagner. But a 14-win team is not very regularly going to win the Big East or Big Ten tournament.
Sure.
Justin Fields going to be in a better position in Pittsburgh than he ever was in Chicago, and he's not even the starter of Pittsburgh. Very true, Jackson.
Yes, because Chicago.
Yeah, 10 of you in here again. Jackson Johnson, he's going to be with us tomorrow evening.
Yes.
To talk about the...
Oh, no. The seasick drone shot. No!
That came to viewers, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, Jackson will be with us tomorrow night. That says a lot. Yes, it does. What's up, Julian? Julian from school in the chat. What's up, Julian? I've never seen you drown. Shout out to Julian.
Someone needs to start like a Threads account for Fox's seasick drone.
Okay, here we go. 32-31. As we see the small children,
the kids in championship
behind,
blue.
Yeah, their parents very
bonus points.
Yeah, I'll give parent bonus points there.
We need more national television shots of those kids. You were on national TV as a kid, sitting courtside at Marquette games.
That is very true. So there we go. Cam Jones tries to draw the contact. No foul, but I'll take it. Marquette leads.
All right.
This is going to be back and forth for 15 minutes, I think.
Yes. I'm pleasantly surprised.
What's happening? They're like YouTube, but like just Julian and I go to school together. Like we're Julian and I are in the same room.
A wide open dunk and a foul.
Like Julian and I are in the same room for like 7 hours a day. So yeah, you can be my friend, but like Julian and I, like we know each other.
Yeah,
that's why I said that. Everyone on here, when you're part of the Sorgi squad, it's a big family.
Though. Yeah, exactly. Oh, do I wish? I keep saying 5 times. 5 times every time we see the Big East tournament, I wish we were there.
Clinging at the line again.
35-33, you can.
And
is he trying to dribble just fine? Oh, backdoor cut and out of bounds. Grr.
Oh, man. How is Clinging, like... I don't get how he's going to the line so much. Like, they're not fouls. Yeah, my name's Anthony. That's me. That's me. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Unnamed school. We don't want to leak information here. Unnamed school.
Oh, that's just good ball movement. That's just good cutting of the basket. That's fundamental basketball. It's beating Marquette right now. And a timeout called. And yeah, Shaka has to call it. This is what happens when UConn starts getting in gear.
Oh man.
Yep.
Sorry, but if you leak this, if you say the name of our school, you get banned.
Right. That we're doing that for privacy's sake.
Yeah.
We're doing that
more for the privacy of the school than for me.
Oh, yes and yes.
More for the school.
Right. And Iowa State is absolutely demolishing Houston. That I never could have pictured. Is Houston just like not playing their starters?
Maybe is Snead in there or Sheed, whatever his name is. I forget his name. No, he's in. No, maybe not. Maybe they're just benching him at this point.
I can see them being like, yeah, we're not going to win this game. Let's rest these guys for the tournament.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem when you have the conference tournament, the vehicle by which you can clinch NCAA tournament bids being right before the NCAAs, and you've made yourself already a bid to the big dance.
Yup.
These games don't matter.
Yup.
So, I mean, that's why, I mean, yeah, for Houston in that case, if we did the double with the 18 thing, they already won the regular season.
13
so,
people in the house. What's up, everybody? Oh,
That's
down
awesome.
to 10. Still, what's up?
I mean, if you guarantee the best seeding in your conference by winning the double, no matter what, I think that would be the other carrot that you could put out there to say play hard the whole way.
We've been streaming for over 90 minutes now. UConn up by 4. Seems like
Double digits, thank you.
Yeah. Seems like they're starting to kind of take a little bit of trying to pull away here, but
Yeah.
Marquette, great timeout call by Smart there.
Yeah, they needed
To maybe save us from a run by the Huskies.
Do we have rodents drinking beer on a
It's a
television set?
groundhog.
Yep, that's a rodent.
Yeah, I know. We're seeing Kemba Walker.
Oh, from back in the day.
To a national championship when he beat Rick Pitino.
2011.
Yup. What a tight game that was.
Man. My favorite Big East tournament game, though, besides the ones that Marquette wins, my favorite was the 6 overtime game between Syracuse and UConn back in 2009.
Yep.
A championship game that went 6 overtimes.
Yeah.
Went into Sunday morning. It was that ridiculous. Credit to the Power and Light District in Kansas City for having love for Line and Kugels. Great beer.
Oh yeah, it's been all weekend. It's been full of Iowa State fans all weekend. That's been like Iowa State HQ. Like every game, they're just like droves and droves of Iowa State fans.
By far. That's awesome. That's awesome.
why you see Ames, Iowa being so quiet because no one's there.
Iowa State is invaded. Man.
So here we go. 37-33.
Back to action. Marquette down to UConn 37-33.
UConn in white.
Marquette and Navy.
And Navy. Yup.
Which they should be in championship.
Brody in the chat. I think Marquette's going to go really far. I think Elite Eight, maybe Final Four.
Show me the bracket, then I'll be able to tell you.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it's all matchups.
Yep.
You look at some of these Cinderella possibilities and like teams like Drake, and then I mean just the Quad One records also you gotta look at. Turnover Marquette there.
You gotta keep control of the basketball.
So UConn with the ball, 13 and a half to go.
Gotta keep control here.
And
more off the ball movement, like our guy Chris said, that's the key. Off the ball movement, better picks being set.
That's a turnover
and a foul.
So Trey Norman, the freshman there, goes down. He has been, just absolutely clutch, especially with these minutes he's gotten with Kolek being out.
He has matured.
Yeah. Since February 28th, this team has just showed how they can play without their best. Yes, go Marquette, Ringata Hoya with an MU rah-rah.
Boom.
So here we go, 13-14. And Stephon Castle, the Big East Freshman of the Year, will sit. Marquette with the ball. Trey Norman gives it to Cam Jones, who will bring it up. On the floor for Marquette is Jones, Norman, Gold, Ross, and whoever's in the corner there, Joplin. Norman into Joplin there.
Can he post up? Can he post up? Can he post up?
Driving on Caravan. Gets the contact.
Yeah. All right, gets foul. All right.
If he makes these two, the deficit will be cut to 2 with 12:55. It is 37-33 Huskies.
We're not going to try and keep the score updated on the screen because
for the people who do that live streaming, I give you major props.
Yeah, we're not going to try.
But also with our software, it's kind of impossible.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, we don't have a television studio.
Yeah. We don't have a whole production truck behind the arena.
Nor do we decide to illegally run the ESPN score update screen down there.
ESPN doesn't really care, but still, we don't.
Yeah.
We're not trying to get in trouble with anyone.
It's especially because I worked in media, and we always kept everyone's copyright's safe.
Yeah.
We always live by it.
Joplin
Come
at the
on,
line.
David.
Cut it to 2.
Come on.
It is up, and it is good. Man, they're all going down today. Everyone say weird stuff, and you're gonna get banned. Like, I'm sorry, but like, everyone's going down today.
I think people are just trying to create accounts.
No, that's a real person. Brody Piff is a real person.
Okay.
So Brody, I'm sorry, but like, YouTube also doesn't really like when people say that stuff, and like they kind of flag it sometimes.
Yeah.
So we have to get rid of it.
39-35 UConn over Marquette.
Here we go. Marquette with the ball. 12:15 to go. Joplin.
Don't try and do too much by yourself, Joplin.
No rebound.
Get
no
help. Oh, okay, but got to do better than just playing one on 5. You got to get your teammates involved. Cut to the basket. Help each other get open. Get higher percentage shots than what you can create by yourself.
Yeah. 9 of y'all in here. Good to have you with us.
Yes.
Iowa State up 30 on Houston, by the way, with 2:40 left in that
That's
one.
bonkers.
Dan Hurley, glasses off now. He's mad. Joplin at the line, up and good. Now to cut it to 2 again. David Joplin.
Oh, bad words. Bad words. Bad words, really.
Jop to cut it to 2, and it is good again. 12:14 to go.
2-point game.
UConn with 3 timeouts and 5 fouls. Marquette with 2 timeouts and 1 foul. UConn 30-3, number 2 ranked. Marquette 25-8, number 10 ranked nationally.
Lock down.
Yup, got to play lockdown D here.
Lockdown.
Yeah, Houston is getting demolished, Julian. Insane there. As drives and no good foul.
Ben Gold. Call the fit for that one.
Yeah. And Tyler Kolak, I like the fit, just the MU t-shirt.
Yeah, the basic
wax.
like early 1980s look.
Marquette and EE, the EE brand, they did a collab recently for March Madness.
Ooh.
Got some really good looking stuff there.
Nice.
65-35, yeah.
Blowout.
Yeah, and at this point for Houston, rest your guys and save them for the NCAA tourney, which will be starting for Houston on either Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Officially starting Tuesday.
We will officially have the brackets tomorrow night. We'll be doing a live special at 5:55 Eastern time.
Again with American Football Network, Jackson Johnson, the football expert, and Will ND.
And if any of y'all who are professionals who happen to be watching want to chime in, surprise us with your live discussion, we'd love to have you.
Yes.
12 of you all of a sudden joining us. Thank you.
Good to have you with us.
Yes, Marquette is down 2,
Yup.
I believe, right now.
Something like that. Before we head back to the game, I will let's quickly go through our Marquette terms for people just joining us. Coach Shaka Smart has established a culture with a lot of different terms and words that you don't usually hear described, starting with the true basketball terms. Number 1, deflection goal for every game at 32, trying to get 32 deflections on the defensive side of the ball. A kill is 3 stops in a row. A skunk is 6 stops in a row. And Marquette opened the game up with a dead skunk, 9 stops in a row. Actually, a 10 or 11.
10 in a row, yeah.
Incredible defense to start the game for Marquette. Part of why they're in this. A domino is a player who performs actions that give teammates a boost and have a good impact overall on the team.
Domino.
EGB, energy generating behavior, lost in the fight, doing everything possible to reach a goal while blocking out external noise. Multiple efforts, put 110% into everything. Win anyway, win no matter what happens in the game. Relationships, growth, victory, the program's 3 core values, and you all know these 3 words. It is we are Marquette.
And yes, I was giving you one of those distractions by singing Van Morrison's Domino.
I tried to drown it out. I think I did a decent job. I tried to stay focused.
Good, excellent job. Excellent job.
I gotta stay focused.
And of course, they advertised the show Animal Control right after we discussed dead skunks. How appropriate.
Okay, 37 for Marquette, down 2 to UConn, who is 39.
Oh, that
11:50 to
skyline,
go.
that New York skyline.
It is incredible.
Oh, man. Now, here's my question. Should we keep the stream going for the Marquette High basketball state championship game in Wisconsin?
You can.
I don't know enough about the guys themselves. I don't think you do either. So probably no good. Probably no good.
I don't know anything about anybody in high school basketball. I just know that Roman won the PCL.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you.
Philadelphia Catholic League Championship here in Philly, where we now live, but we're originally from Milwaukee.
Yep.
So I'm paying attention to my high school alma mater, Marquette High, playing Heartland Arrowhead tonight for the state championship in Madison.
Yep.
And as he moves towards, goes back
to
Dr. Level. You see the guy with the glasses right there?
Uh-huh.
The balding guy with the glasses,
Yeah.
not the guy facing the other way.
Not the security guard.
But you saw like the media member with sort of blonde hair, balding with glasses. That is Scott Kuykendall.
Okay.
He is the athletic media relations director for Marquette University.
Okay.
If you ever take notice of him on social media, he loves using #emotional.
Okay.
This game is very #emotional.
Diarra, and it's a 41 again.
37 UConn over Marquette.
Marquette needs a 3 here to just get back in, really get the juices flowing.
A 3, a dunk, some sort of emotion play.
And something to get the UConn crowd a little bit quiet would help.
Yes.
David Joplin, he's trying to drive. High bucket. That's what I'm talking about. The Marquette bench is hyped up. The guys on their feet.
Responding, trying to help build the momentum.
Yep. EGBs are a huge part of that. So here we go on defense. Marquette trying to stop the Huskies attack.
Good job switching on defense.
Yup. Spencer
Good job
Jones.
switching.
He wants a shot bad, but he gets it out to Caravan. Diarra now. Looked for the 3, didn't have it. Now he has it. Tries, and it's an air ball.
And that landed in the Hudson River.
Air ball.
Air ball. Yep. Beautiful.
So Marquette will take over. Houston has cut it to below a 30-point deficit.
Oh!
Also, what are these Houston jerseys? They look very 90s.
The 90s, I would say even earlier than that, like 80s.
The Johnny,
I like throwbacks.
The St. John's, they wear their 90s jerseys a lot. Here we go. Marquette with the ball, 41-39. Trying to tie it or take a lead here with a bucket. Jones gets it out to Ross. Or Norman, he takes a 3, and it's off. Hits front rim.
Okay, make up for it with defense. Make up for it with defense.
Newton, one of
Lock
the 3,
down.
couldn't get it. Spencer now. Jones guarding him. Spencer back with the ball.
Stay with
Diarra, corner 3, good.
Oh, man. They played good defense. It was just somebody who made a shot.
Yep.
Sometimes just happens.
So it is back to a now 5-point game.
This is what I was afraid of.
Marquette needs a big response here. We're also going to have to call a timeout. Joplin looks for a pass, gets it to Norman. Drives. Gets it.
Nice job.
Back to a
nice job.
Score game. The freshman coming up big, putting Marquette right back into this one. 44-41, 9:40 to go in this one. UConn 7 for 13 from the field. Marquette 6 for 10 in this half.
And we're reading the stats off of.
That's a good stat though. That's a stat worth mentioning.
I understand.
Newton
for
3.
Copy what they're doing. That's all. Oh
And
my gosh,
for
what a 3. That's
6-point game.
These are momentum grabbers.
Yup. And Marquette just is going to have to keep responding and get back into this one.
Poise. Have some poise. Don't try and do too much by yourself.
Yup.
Help each other out. Keep your head about you. Keep your head about you. Keep the high effort, but keep your heads. Help each other. Don't just play this one-on-one kind of game that we're seeing right now. 4, 3, 2, out of bounds.
And UConn ball. UConn was
just what I was afraid of.
Yeah, UConn was just creating stress on the Marquette offensive attack there.
This is just me. We don't have a bracket yet. But without seeing a bracket, I would probably say UConn's your favorite to repeat as national champions.
Maybe.
I see it, yes.
Yeah. Oh, Marquette ball.
Marquette,
That
but
changes
it has to be a tip and shoot.
Joplin.
He didn't even
No.
get Jonathan time, so it's not going to matter.
UConn ball.
But
Moving quick.
I think Marquette's playing the best team in America right now.
I would agree with that. Newton for 3. No
Do
good.
it. Ah!
Rebound.
Box
Open
out!
3 for Castle. No
Got
good
to guard
again.
people. Okay,
There goes
finally.
Norman.
Okay. All right.
Marquette gets lucky there on defense.
Under control.
8:28 to go in this one. UConn 47,
Don't shoot a
Marquette
three.
41.
Don't shoot a three, please. Get in your range. Get in your range, Oso.
Igadaro.
Help each other cut.
Little floater. No good. Easy rebound for Klingon.
You've got to get more people cutting to the basket and stop playing one-on-one basketball.
Next
It
stoppage.
turns into 1 and 5.
Next stoppage of play will be a media full timeout.
They need it desperately.
Just get a stop here.
Please. Oh, man.
And they do.
Yep.
But it's UConn ball.
UConn ball, but they get the stop, which means they can regather themselves, re-strategize, get their heads right, and go after their own run to counteract UConn taking a 47-41 lead.
That's, I think, the best last minute of play that Marquette could play to stop the expansion of a UConn lead. I give them major credit for playing well defensively. I mean, just making UConn – I mean, both defenses are making the offenses look very stressed out.
Agreed.
10 of you in here. We've been live for almost an hour and 50.
Thank you.
8:13 on the East Coast as we are here in the Sorgi Story Studios in Philadelphia.
Our new hometown after moving from Milwaukee a few years ago. This is the Big East Championship game, Marquette against UConn. UConn up 6. Right now they're about to start the ACC tournament final.
As we're seeing Wisconsin-Purdue highlights from earlier.
From the Big Ten tournament semifinals.
Congrats to the Badgers.
Tell us in the comments your favorite conference tournament and the best conference tournament in America. Which do you think are the best?
Big East. Oh.
Big East.
The best is
Big East / ACC.
Yeah.
It was the first conference tournament. It's got the most tradition. It is extremely competitive.
Look at that. For ESPN.
Man.
So far, all the four Power 6 top seeds in their conference tournaments have lost, and North Carolina and UConn trying to stop that. Shows that anyone can beat anyone when the clock strikes midnight and it turns to March.
Yes, but also the truth is, in the conference tournament championship era, more national champions have lost their conference tournaments than won them. In essence, the conference tournament doesn't matter.
Well, because the teams who aren't the number 1 seeds want it more.
True.
They want it more because especially those lower seed teams like NC State, who UNC is going to be playing, fighting for a spot in the NCAA tournament.
No, the sickness drone again.
It doesn't make me sick.
It makes me sick.
Like, I don't love it, but like, it doesn't make me sick. I'm not crying.
Makes me
over
seasick.
it. Oh my gosh. So,
but
man.
I would definitely say the ACC is the one that can compete with the Big East.
Yeah.
But with the Big East, you got not just great programs, but you got the Garden.
Exactly. That's
it's
why
the
I said
Garden.
MSG.
Nothing beats that
Basketball
place.
Mecca. Can't beat that.
Man. I loved when New York had their Olympic bid for 2012. That would have been the basketball home. Imagine the Olympics in that gym.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Especially Team USA and their home country.
Yes.
Magical.
Yes. And how ironic that it was Madison Square Garden that stopped the construction of a new Jet Stadium in Manhattan that would have been the main Olympic stadium, basically scuttling the Olympic bid.
Here we go. 47-41.
7:58 left. Inbounds pass.
Klingon has it.
And
And
of course, the tall dude beats the short dudes.
8-point game. Feels like it's kind of getting out of
This is what I'm
hand.
afraid of.
Marquette needs a bucket to show that this thing isn't over. Jones wanted a 3. Now he shoots 1. No good.
They're trying too hard and not playing their kind of ball. They're trying too hard. They're pressing. And when you press, you miss shots.
Open 3, got it. Game over.
Was that off glass? I think it was.
I think this one's about over, folks.
Yeah, 11-point game. 7.5 left. Marquette's panicking. Marquette is panicking. I mean, yeah, Kling drew a triple team and beat it just because he's taller.
Yes.
Thank you for trying to distract us from this sad game.
I have. It's been a great season so far out east in Switzerland.
Do I have a convincing sad face?
No.
I'm trying to learn from your mommy.
He wants a 3.
She's fantastic at doing the sad face.
Gives it to Joplin. He kicks it out
Ben
to goal for 3.
Oh,
Money.
That's beautiful. That helps. 8-point game.
And we haven't seen a Ben Gold 3 all game. That's what you need, was a little bit of gold magic to get Marquette somewhat in it.
And a Marquette gold that we don't mind.
Yes.
Instead of the nickname change back in 2005 or 6, which would have been the Marquette gold.
Oh, really?
That would have been bad.
Oh, yeah. And
the answer was 3.
11-point game.
Gunga Galunga.
Who is this guy? I swear I've never seen number 3 on UConn in my entire life. It's Jalen Stewart. I've never heard of him.
An offensive foul. Yeah.
If I'm Shaka Smart, I'm calling timeout like ASAP.
Castle got that call. He shouldn't have gotten it, but he got it.
Yeah, Shaka has to call timeout.
How many does he have?
2.
Yep, they call it.
Yep.
Oh, man. Well, I don't think this is going to drop Marquette to a 3 seed necessarily, unless it gets ridiculously out of hand, like a 20-point blowout.
Yeah.
But if I was to guess, they're going to put Marquette either in the Midwest or the South.
Yeah.
Because the Big East, UConn's going to be the number 1 seed. And they're probably not going to put Marquette out west.
Yeah.
So if I was to guess, if Marquette gets to the regional final, they will play Sunday. This Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Easter Sunday for a Catholic university could be one of the great days in the history of Marquette basketball. If they find themselves playing to get into the Final Four. Oh, would that be beautiful.
Right now, I'm just thinking about how we're losing this. Final Four is not in my head right
I
now.
understand, but again, this doesn't matter.
Yeah, but we're playing UConn. We had a chance. We were in this, and we just absolutely choked this game away.
It matters, but
we're playing UConn. It always matters against UConn. UConn is the best team in the country, and beating them would just be. It would just give a new life.
It would, yeah.
And it's a huge deal to beat the best team in the country, obviously.
I agree.
So,
I agree. But again, the majority of national champions don't win their conference tournament.
But this doesn't look like a national championship caliber team. They look like absolute garbage right now. If I'm going to be honest. They look like
especially without Kolak.
Yeah, they look like trash. Yeah, they're still looking like trash. Now Ben Gold's hurt.
This is what I was afraid of. This is why I said I think UConn's going to win by 18. Yeah, they're playing out of control. They're playing scared.
Did we get a foul call?
They're playing anxious. You got a foul call.
How we had them under 8. We had this, what is going wrong that is causing them to be anxious when Smart keeps calling these timeouts to try to relax them?
Because it is, I'll put it this way. When you're 18 to 22 years old, just because, missed free throw, because you have an authority figure telling you to put a certain mindset in, when you are out on the court, you tend to default to your instinct. Another 3. 60-44.
You don't have. I mean, maybe it's the wrong message being preached here because I'm preaching breathe, relax, settle back in.
Do what got us here. Team ball. They're trying to hard individually. Tip in by Mitchell.
That's team ball.
60-46. Yeah, do that. But
play with grit. Play like you've been doing all year.
And play within yourself. Don't try and do too much. Play with 110% effort.
Yeah.
But know your game. And play with calm. This may sound weird, but calm intensity.
I understand that. Because you can't. Your head's not going to be right if you're stressed out.
Yeah.
And UConn looks like the more calm team right now.
Right. They're in the groove.
Yeah. Especially Jalen Stewart.
I mean, UConn is in the groove. Marquette is flipping.
Yep. Newton. Absolutely cooks Mitchell. Shoots a 3. No good. Rebound.
All right.
Finally something.
And he's fouled. And is he hurt?
Nope. He's good.
Okay, good. To the 4 of you who stayed with us, thank you. I know you've been watching us get sad, and some of you may have left for that reason. I appreciate that. But thank you to those who stayed with us, even during this down stretch. But when you're 18 to 22 years old, it is hard to have the consciousness to overdo your default fear and play with ease, play with confidence.
Mitchell at the line as Marquette is in the bonus. That might be the one saving grace is UConn is fouling us. That might be what gets us back into this. Because I'm just trying to give an ounce of positivity.
But they've got to hit it on every possession.
Yeah.
And not let Mr. Scream his head off's team get another run.
There we go.
There you go. All right, 12-point game.
Okay, now
you got to get stops. You got to get stops every
turnovers,
possession.
Wreak havoc.
This game has to end with a dead skunk for Marquette to win.
Oh, sounds about right. You got a lockdown. Noah Godaro in the game. Bad news for Marquette.
Left wide open.
Pulling in, no good.
Missed, but a foul.
So good at drawing fouls.
Yeah. He's tall.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Osei Godaro is very good. Good job, ref. Good job. Dan Hurley. I mean, Marquette's had no answer for Clan. None.
Partly because of bad calls, but
you're up 13 and you're still screaming. Rebound from Marquette.
Nick. People who are commenting, I had to ban a lot of people today. Saying some out-of-pocket stuff.
Goal! Dunkage!
That is the type of play that brings so many EGBs to a bench.
They need it.
That. Yeah, Nick knows all these people, too.
I can imagine.
Nick knows these people.
I can imagine.
I don't know who one of them was, but I do know
right.
who another one. I do know who one of them is.
That's all right.
Julian, I don't know if Julian's still in here, but he was here. And Klingon responds.
Better ball movement. Better ball movement gets guys open for dunks.
I don't know.
All right. Under control, Marquette. Under control. But you got to hit every shot now.
Jones.
Every possession has to count for something like that one. And then you got to get stops.
Oh, also, them fouling us more would help.
Yes.
Get us into the double bonus so we go to the line for 2 every time. That can get some big-time points. Draw fouls is another way to get back into this one. 11-point game. 63, 52, 328 to go. Next stoppage of play will be a media timeout. And there it is. Media timeout here.
He is too tall.
Yep. Marquette, I mean, think about it. Here's the difference between between UConn and Purdue. Purdue, if you stop their 2 guards, you're going to win. If you hold them to like under 18 points, you're going to win.
Yeah.
With UConn, everyone's good.
Mhm.
It's not just a 3-man game; it's a 8-man game.
It's why
it's the same thing with Marquette. UConn just is more dominant with Clinton.
It's like unless I see a matchup in UConn's pathway that is disadvantageous to them.
Yeah.
Where it's the kind of team that they have trouble with.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably pick them to win the national title.
Maybe.
But we'll see what happens with the bracket.
Yeah, it's all about matchups.
Yeah.
Every single. How many games are there in March Madness?
67.
Yeah. So, in those 67 games, all about the teams playing. It's not about, seeding, but what matters is who's playing and how they play.
We'll be discussing that starting at 5:55 tomorrow night with our tournament selection special.
Featuring American Football Network, Jackson Johnson, the football expert, and Will Indy. Those 2 football guys are also pretty good with basketball, too.
Yeah.
Their YouTube channels are named for football, but they know hoops.
And they have much less hair than Troy Polamalu, currently on our television sets with an ad.
They have hair. They just don't have Troy Polamalu.
And dude still keeps it at his age. He's got to be close to 50 now.
Yup.
It's crazy. Troy Polamalu's got to be close to 50. Weird. I still have my Wisconsin accent there. And kudos to 3 different college basketball teams from Wisconsin making conference tournament finals. The Badgers today beating Purdue. UWM getting to the Horizon League final against Oakland. And now Marquette competing for the Big East Championship. Yes, they're trailing.
While UW Green Bay Sox.
In this edition, this year, yes.
Yeah.
They don't always.
Back with Tony Bennett, they didn't.
And also kudos and all respect and with sadness to the Pac-12. The last college basketball game in the history of the Pac-12 is about to happen in a little bit of time.
Yeah, sad.
And only one of the programs was one of the original Pac schools, Oregon, as they're taking on Deion Sanders' Colorado Buffaloes. No, he doesn't coach basketball. But one thing I would say that's very good about his presence at Colorado, the amount of applications exploded to attend the school. And especially among Black students, minority students.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Get better representation.
Yeah.
Bengal, I think, has to be in foul trouble in this game.
Where's Osama Gadara? He's still sitting? He's not in foul trouble?
They're going to get him in pretty quick, I bet. They're just resting him.
Get it. I'd like to... Again, so Jones is in the game, but Iguodala out. He's been out for a while. So, 63-52, 3:15 to go.
3 games in 3 days ain't easy, people. Both teams, yes, have to go through it, but...
Yeah. And Klingon makes it again.
Yeah, he's
unstoppable.
Marquette has no answer for it. None.
They're just going to have to hit 3 after 3 after 3 if they want a chance.
Yeah. And that's what they're trying.
Gold,
with gold. Nope.
No good. Rebound UConn.
That's foul.
2:51 to go.
$25 wins down. 6 to go.
Oh,
I'm not going to worry with too much and be too sad over losing this one. UConn very simply is just a better basketball team. They just are.
It's like we were there and then we just got too nervous.
I don't think Marquette got too nervous necessarily about the moment.
Yeah.
They got too nervous when UConn decided they were going to play dominant basketball.
Exactly.
It wasn't the moment being too much. It was UConn being too much.
Yeah, we've been here before.
Yeah.
This isn't a new thing to our guys. The freshmen it is, but the key players not.
They're playing the best basketball team in America.
Yeah, but it still should be closer than this. Goal for 3.
That'll help.
Got it.
All right, 12-point game.
Ben Gold again showing why he is an absolute beast and will be next year as well. UConn ball.
Oh, that's what he looks like. Ben Gold looks like what would happen if you like cloned and merged Eli Manning and Beaker from the Muppets. I'm just talking his face.
Please be quiet.
His facial expressions.
And Iguodala is still sitting.
Yep. Need to get it back in. But
I don't get this.
But again, no issue with Ben Gold as a player or as a human.
Yeah.
Good dude. Great player. At least growing and getting better.
Yep. Klingham will sit for the last 220.
Yep. And Iguodala is still sitting.
I don't get this.
Is he hurt?
I didn't see an injury. I feel like they...
Or I don't want to say they're throwing in the towel because I don't think he should throw in the towel. But I could see them being like, you know what? He's played enough. Let's rest him and get him some extra juice for the NCAA tournament.
Newton makes it 69-55, 14-point game. Guys on the court for Marquette are Jones, Mitchell, Lowry, Joplin, and Gold. Good. UConn
Yeah, one-on-one basketball.
And
it's over.
Minutes.
It's over.
Yep.
2 minutes left. UConn fans getting to their feet. Congratulations. You deserve it. You're a better team.
Yep.
And they send it in for a dunk.
Jones to Mitchell. Not giving up. Still playing great basketball.
Still high effort basketball.
That's what I
at
mean.
least.
It's high effort basketball. They get a call.
It's not great execution, but it's high effort. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
As that is the fake trophy that because that has been one big thing by UConn that they've emphasized.
Yeah.
Is winning the Big East regular season that's being the true Big East champion.
I agree. Which is why, again, I would say go to 80 teams, but give regular season champions an automatic bid as well.
Yeah.
Because they deserve it. He's still screaming.
Mitchell at the line again.
He almost had the ball hit him in his eye on the bounce back.
Got it.
Hits the shot, 14-point game. If you put Dan Hurley like in the middle of rush hour traffic in Times Square and he yelled, someone a mile away could hear him.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Julian, depending on matchups, I would agree.
No, they're backdoor cut for a dunk. 16-point lead.
Marquette just trying to shoot quick threes. No
Yep.
good. UConn rebound down to 1:10.
And they've got the trash talker in. Yeah.
In the Power Six, Tennessee lost. Arizona lost. Purdue lost. And we've seen Houston lost.
Yep.
But UConn will be the first top seed to win their conference tournament of the Power Six heading into March Madness. Again, most NCAA tournament champions do not win their conference tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a good sign for Marquette. The last back-to-back champion was Florida, as we have 25 to go here. The Huskies will come away with a win. Thank you for joining us on a not-so-happy stream.
Yeah, game's not over yet.
Your final will be 73-57. UConn.
Unless UConn actually scores a bucket here.
Exactly, Julian. Great season so far from Marquette. Can't wait to watch the next 6.
I predicted an 18-point UConn win. It's going to be 16.
Yeah, so Marquette now with 1.5 with the ball. So
Join us tomorrow.
Yep. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Ding, ding, ding. It's final now 73-57 UConn over Marquette.
Linktree.com/Sorgi Stories for all of our social media.
5:55 tomorrow afternoon, 5:55 Eastern time. Join us for our tournament selection special.
Yes, we will see you there. And 6 to go, and we are Marquette.